All right, some interesting charts to show you for tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, May 28th. First, just a quick glance. You can see the SPY closing at all-time highs. I could explain to you why it's going up, but I have no idea. So we're just gonna take each day as it comes. XON. That's a thinner stock, but I couldn't help but notice it. It's fairly interesting here. Let's get some lines going here. This grinding, and then you had basically a shape change there, real strong volume. This whole area here looks like capitulation, like that was the bottom, okay? And then you see what it did. It bounced up, put in a base, and now decent relative volume last few days. It has room to run. Let's look at it on 60-minute candles. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of picture a little cup and handle. It's definitely interesting. Must be 8 o'clock. It's definitely interesting over this area. So keep your eyes on XON. It's a thinner one again, but we'll see. EGHT. Here's the daily. Now this thing just got beaten up pretty bad the other day on earnings. Came out with the chairman bought 30-something thousand shares. I think it's 740 something. That news hit the wires, and this thing took off. We got a little bit of a trade in it late in the day. But there was only a few minutes left in the day, and so this one with this kind of volume deserves to be on watch. It's certainly beaten up and has room, to run. Maybe this could be headed back up to 8, maybe even tomorrow. So keep your eyes on EGHT. Any kind of move from this area to 8 is a nice percentage gain as far as one day for a trade. CLDX. This chart looks pretty good. Yeah, you had a nice pop here after getting really beaten up, right? Little flag. I talked about it maybe on this day right here when it looked like this, that the chart starting to look good, and then it went down a little bit more, and now it's finally turned the corner. And it looks good. I like this as a potential long. I do everything on an intraday basis, but over this area looks really good. Nice little flag break. So, and the volume's starting to come back. So I like this one as a long. Generally, I look for an intraday setup to get long, but CLDX deserves to be on your watch list. TSL, nothing too fancy here, but such a huge move on earnings the other day, and you just got consecutive lower highs on the daily since. That one just needs to be on a chart, okay? Keep your eyes on it. What I'd like to see is a narrow range for an hour or two, and then a high of day break. If you're watching the chart, you can be that first group in as the shorts that couldn't push this lower start to cover and longs pile back in too. So anytime you get a big move like TSL had about 4 sessions ago, it just deserves a spot on one of your charts on one of your monitors. FE, nice volume today. Gave a lot of it back, but you still can't ignore this. So held above 33, which is an important level on this one. Back here, 33 was resistance. I can't talk. And became support. And then today, ripped up through it, but closed just above. But the fact that it held above it is interesting to me. I'm going to watch this for a potential long tomorrow. SDRL, nice volume today. See that volume spike there, and the chart you had, you had this high back here, and then you've got this volume and closing at the high of the day. So this one's interesting, and you broke this area today. So this one could continue. I don't think I've ever in all my years traded SDRL for some reason. Maybe I have, but anyway. This one deserves to be on watch. And let me see. A couple lower priced, interesting ones to me. NEON. Just happened to notice this one because I was trading today and this volume comes pouring in, right? 100,000 plus shares in 5 minutes. So I look at the daily and you can see that $4 was resistance back here and again here. So I like this one over $4 on some volume. And it's pretty easy to see right there. So if you like the cheaper stocks, I almost called it the cheapies, NEON over 4 on some volume could give a nice trade. And remember, a dime or 20 cents on a $4 stock is a nice percentage gain. So another cheapie, MNGA. I've been watching this one for a while, and it's just holding $1.20 so well, right? This really isn't much of a day trader, but you really got to like it over, these couple highs here, $1.44 here, $1.45 here. Looks really good over that area. And the only reason I'm bringing it up in this video, I love it over this area, is this little spike today. And then let me go to 5-minute candles and show you. That's big volume. Maybe I'll make it 15 so you can see it a little better. For this stock, look at, I'm panning way back. You have to come all the way back here to one of those days that ran up to $1.45 to see this kind of volume. So I didn't see any news on it, but maybe this is, you know, some people say there's insider trading on Wall Street. I still don't believe it, but maybe this is a prelude to something. So MNGA stays on a chart this week going forward. And something like an LIV, and then I'm going to wrap it up, might be worth a look. It feels a little soon because it made such a huge move here on Friday. It went from 235 to 503, so you'd expect a few day pullback, but it doesn't hurt to have it on a chart. If we can get, again, like I said on TSL, if we can get a narrow range, maybe a 15-20 cent range for an hour, then a high of day break, bet you get a really nice trade out of it. So put it on a chart. It doesn't cost you anything to have it on a chart. We'll find other stuff as the morning unfolds tomorrow. I'm actually a big fan. I'm becoming a bigger fan of, rather than look at the gappers in the morning, not that there's not trades to be had in those, but I like finding stocks that don't really gap, maybe, you know, nickel, dime, or whatever, and make a big move, a big up move or a big down move in the first 10 or 15 minutes. That's a great way to build an intraday list if you can just spend the first 10 or 15 minutes looking for those. To me, they have more power in them than actual big gappers. So keep that in mind. I'm going to quit babbling. We'll talk to you tomorrow.